Hey there and welcome to another Fortnite action figure review. Today we are taking a look at the Legendary Series Drift from Jazwares. He's a pretty cool looking figure. He's got a lot of stuff on him. Let's take a peek at the back of the package. There's his art, there's the cross sail. Here's the little saying, journey into the unknown and find your way to victory. Let's get this guy out of the package. I'm really anxious to look at this figure. Be right back. Here's Drift out of the package and he's surrounded by all of his accessories. Let's take a quick peek at the accessories first. He comes with his dual edge harvesting tools. These are really pretty cool looking. And the Drift backboard back bling. It's not part of his set, but it looks pretty cool, doesn't it? It even has working wheels. A storm flip bottle. A shadow stone. A tactical assault rifle. A hunting rifle. And the biggest accessory of all, his coat. Plus, a removable face. Now let's take a look at his articulation. With this coat on, his articulation and movements are going to be a little bit limited. He can only bring his arms up so far, and he can't really rotate his arms all the way around at his shoulders. His feet and legs and waist will rotate just fine. He's got the torso wiggle, and he's got a waist rotation. He can do the splits about that far. It's kind of awkward, but he can do them. And he can move his legs around just fine. You can rotate his thighs around all the way. And he's got the double pin knees that work. He's got a calf rotation and a hinge at the ankle, as well as a hinge at the toe. And his wrists will rotate, and they will hinge, and the fingers will hinge. Also, he's got double pins at the elbow. And I'm sure up hiding inside this coat, there's a bicep rotation because I'm rotating something there. His head doesn't really move around at this moment. So let's pop the coat off here real quick and take a look at it. Now this changes his arm articulation quite a bit. He's got a lot more free moving. Here's the butterfly movement, and he can now rotate his arms all the way around. And he can lift his shoulders up, just like that. So without the coat, his articulation is a lot better. However, the head is still a problem. He can only rotate his head like that far, and well, there went his head, or there went his face. The faceless master. And he can't really move it back and forth. I don't know if it doesn't seem like this hood is removable. It's pretty stuck on there. So I have a feeling we're stuck with about what we get here. So there will be limited head movement. Oh, I guess he can look down, but he can't really look up. But he can look down at his shoes quite a bit. One cool thing about this figure is it does come with a removable face, even though he doesn't have multiple faces. Why that's cool is you could get another figure's face and hook it on there. Yep, there we go. We now have Galaxy in drift mode. Or we could get somebody like Jonesy and pop his face on there. Now this doesn't look too bad, but what actually kind of looks weird is when you put the coat on Drift, we'll just do this. We'll just kind of wrap it over his shoulders here. Makes his head look a little like this is not really working at all. Anyway, it kind of looks like he's got a really high shoulder head and everything. Anyway, another thing that I will mention about this figure is what I really do like and appreciate a lot is the fact that the coat has sleeves on it here. Why is that so cool? Well, that's really cool because the 4-inch figure, the sleeves were molded onto the figure, so when you took the coat off, you still had these sleeves on the figure. You take this coat off of the 6-inch figure, and, well, he doesn't look like that. He doesn't have the sleeves on. I think it would have been really pretty cool. I don't know if they could have done this, but to have like a max level drift, so you could have all the different pieces to put on and off of him, or put on and take off. But this is a really cool figure, whether you want the coat on or the coat off. I think you could display and put him up on your shelf either way, and he would look really, really nice. We're going to pop the tactical assault rifle here in his hand. We're going to see if how well his hand holds it. Sometimes we have some issues with the Fortnite figure hands holding guns. I think it's holding it okay. So we could put him in this kind of like a little pose here. And oh, look at that, I went out of focus. There you go. Could put him in a pose like this, and he looks pretty cool that way. Another neat thing about this figure is its back bling. Not only will it attach to the back where it's supposed to be, but this peg and that hole on the feet can also be used. So he can peg this right onto the foot, put his other foot here, and now, well, he can ride a skateboard. It doesn't work so well here. The wheels will rotate, but I have a pretty slick surface here. You could probably actually get him to bend his knee a little bit. And he kind of comes, if you think about it, with a figure stand. Shush, don't mention I said that, but anyway. If you can get him posed just right, then yeah, he's like on his own little figure stand, which is actually really cool. That's a really neat addition. I kind of want most of the figures to now come with skateboards if that's the only kind of figure stand we're able to get. Let's gear this guy up and see how he looks. Well, I'm not going to lie, I did have a little bit of trouble getting him into this pose, but I think it looks pretty cool. I think it represents some things that you can do with this figure, but he was a little bit difficult, mostly with balancing on the skateboard and getting his foot back here so he doesn't topple over, and as you can kind of see maybe here, getting his fingers to actually tighten around like a harvesting tool. It's kind of loose here, so it wasn't very easy. The gun up here, the assault rifle, was a little bit easier, but it's still a little loose up there. Ah, see, there we go. And there it went. So I should have moved him because now I just totally ruined the end pose. By just kind of hooking and pushing stuff here just to get him into a pose. So if all you're wanting to do is set this figure up to pose him, you know, you could do that pretty well. But if you're going to want to play with it, the fingers are not really wonderful play worthiness. It's hard for them to hold stuff. It's unfortunate because it's a really cool concept and a really cool design. One thing I didn't mention is this drift is a legendary skin, and in order to get, this is the fully unlocked drift skin. This is not the base. This is like the full-on drift skin. So it's a pretty cool. This is a pretty cool toy. I really like this figure. I didn't think I would like him nearly as much as I do, but I say that this is a pretty top figure here. And if you decide you don't want to have him on there, you can just peg this onto his back. And I really do like the skateboard. I really hope some more skateboards show up at some point. That would be really cool. I didn't know what I'd think about the skateboard, but it turned out I really liked the skateboard. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. That will help me know that you liked it. And if you want to be notified of more of these types of videos, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification icon, and you will be notified. Beyond that, have a wonderful day, and we will see you in the next video.